Hey, one of Heroes here to talk about the top 5 characters that you should definitely learn in the Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3. This is not the same as the top 5 best characters in the game. For this list, I consider how well these characters can be placed in pretty much any team, how easy it is for you to learn them in consideration of what they offer in return, and also how well they deal with most of the cast. No matter if you're a tryhard that wants to play on tournaments or if you just want to play casually with your friends, these 5 characters are gonna be really good choices that I really recommend you learn. Number 5. Nova. Nova is a great choice if you're just starting in the game and you're looking for a simple character that can be effective, but at the same time it can be good in the long run as well because he does have resources to deal with most of the cast and to be played on high level. He's got a bunch of great resources to open the opponent's defense up without having to put a lot of effort. By pressing down a medium, you get a far-reaching low that can catch people from half screen distance away if you do a dash before that normal. By pressing forward H, you can get an instant overhead in the ground that can be cancelled from pretty much any of Nova's normals and that goes forward as he moves, allowing you to get a full combo in case it hits. If you jump and you air dash forward with Nova and continues to hold forward and then press the jump in H, you got so many great scenarios for Nova that it's crazy. You can either hit the opponent with jump in H and get a full combo, independently if the opponent gets hit on the ground or in the air. There's a high chance that you can cross the opponent in the process, and you get the option select of grabbing the opponent as well in case he jumps at the same height that Nova is when you press a jump in H. This character is so accessible because you don't really have to master advanced mechanics of movement in order for you to get close to your opponent. You can just use the tactics that I just showed you and get lows or even overheads from mid-screen or even full screen distance from your opponent in the matter of a second, just using the basic tools of Nova. Other resources such as Centurion rushes or even the human rocket punches can be used as well for you to start your pressure if you got an assist to back you up to make it safe, give you a full combo in case you land a hit, and even used in movement to make your movement a lot simpler, especially in the air. If you're in the super jump height and you want to get across the screen, you can just use those tools to move around without having again to master blink dash in the air or stuff like that, making Nova really simple. And in case you land a hit with Nova, his combos are really easy to execute. Even the most optimal routes can be doable with just a little bit of training. The only issue is that Nova can't really do a lot of damage with solo combos in most situations, but you can easily fix that by having the right partners to help him do the damage. You can use assists that will allow Nova to use 2 supers in one combo, you can DC into characters that can continue the combo after Nova's out of there, you can hard tag into other characters for more damage, or you can just reset your combos because Nova is a great character to reset. Not only that, but Nova can be a good support character. You have 2 good assists with him, you have great DHC options either to do damage or to safely DHC into the screen, you have one of the most reliable attack infinites in the entire game, you have a character that can do well with X Factor, not necessarily the best but can work, so if you want to play him on mid position or anchor, you can do just like you can on point, so you can pretty much place him anywhere you want and you can still make him work. Considering all the good stuff that he offers, considering how easy it is for you to implement those things, because again, it don't really require a lot of execution to do anything with Nova, and how versatile he can be in your team in terms of where you place him in the team, and how well he can deal with most of the cast without having many specific bad matchups or trouble in general, I think learning Nova is a must in this game. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, that really helps out my work a lot and helps the video go well. And subscribe in the channel to get notified whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. This way you can watch all the content whenever it's out. Number 4. Dante. Dante is by far the hardest character for you to learn in this list. He is one of the highest execution characters in the game, but I think it's totally worth that you learn him nonetheless. He offers one of the best assists in the game, which is the jam session. This assist is useful for literally anything you can think of. Many characters in the cast can use it to extend their combos. It is perfect for aggressive purposes such as pressure, as mix-ups, or even setups like unblockables. It is perfect for stopping your opponents from escaping via the air because it covers the whole vertical area. It's great for defensive purposes. If you like to zone, for example, it literally creates a barrier between you and your opponent, so the opponent will not be able to get to you before going through jam session. You can also use it to set up your game plan. Play Chris, you will have time to set up your grenades. If you're playing Phoenix Wright, you'll have time to gather your evidence. If you play Dormammu, you'll have time to gather your magic spells. So basically, you're always going to have time to do whatever he wants while Gem Session protects you. As a support character, he also offers you one of the best THC options in the game. $1 million keeps the combo going for a lot longer than most of the other supers, which allows you not only to get the entire damage of your super plus $1 million, but also whatever extensions you can get after as well, allowing you to do massive damage that only the THC of Dante can give you. You can also safely DHC into the screen by going to Devil Trigger, or again going to $1 million or the level 3 for some good damage. But let's not forget that as a character, Dante is literally the most resourceful character in the entire game. His move list is by far the biggest, and with all of those options, you can zone, you can control the neutral, you can attack your opponent, you can be aggressive, you can teleport, you can do a bunch of things and have any game style that you want with this character. Because of that, you don't really run into terrible situations with Dante, because he simply has the resources to deal with anything as long as you know how to use them properly. Dante is also not the best character in the game for dealing damage, however he compensates that by having access to a level 3, which allows him to deal a lot more damage than Nova, for example. And the good thing is that his combos, if you know how to combo properly, can build a lot of meter. So comboing with Dante, even though it don't necessarily do a lot of damage, you can build a lot of bar and compensate by using hyper combos. You can also use Devil Trigger to implement the combo of your damage, or even combo into a level 1 after the level 3, allowing you to even get thoughts on characters like Thor. Considering all of that, I really believe you should learn Dante, because he doesn't really run into bad situations in general, because he's got the resources to deal with everything, plus he's one of the best support characters in this game. Whenever you're thinking, okay, I got 2 characters and I need a third one, who should I pick? Dante is usually gonna be one of the best choices. He literally fits with most of the characters, and he usually grants a lot of benefits for most of the teams. So again, the only downside is that he's really hard to learn, but if it wasn't for that, I think he would even be higher in this list. In case you'd like to see gameplay of specific teams, be sure to check out my Patreon. There I accept requests of teams for me to play arcade mode, to play online against other people, or even to record combos with. Not only do you get to watch exactly what you want, but you're gonna be supporting me big time, since Patreon is one of the best platforms to support me. Number 3. Sentinel Neutralize. Whenever I look at the roster of Marvel 3 and I see Sentinel, the first thing that comes into my mind is that this is the lowest effort, highest reward character in the entire game. I mainly believe this because of the low effort part, because to be honest with you, I really think that if you get somebody that has never ever played a fighting game before, and you give this person half an hour in training mode with Sentinel, the person is gonna leave training mode knowing how to combo with Sentinel and knowing how to zone with Sentinel. His combos are basically landing a hit into magic series in the air, OTG into super. And the zoning is basically laser drones. Most of his attacks are only raw button presses, and the only inputs that he uses are just Hadouken. His rocket punch is Hadouken, his drones is Hadouken, even his flight, which is the way he moves around in the air, is using Hadouken input. The only Shoryuken input that you need is for the command grab, which you can simply replace by regular grabs or just not rely on grabbing at all. The hardest thing you gotta learn with Sentinel is how to TK a Hadouken to get the TK'd rocket punches to go into hard drive, and to do the TK hard drives in case you need to spend more meter for KOs. But that is literally it. Everything else is just a piece of cake. But the reason why Sentinel is in this list is because this low effort stuff that I just mentioned are actually really effective in a fight. His combos, even though easy, can deal some good amount of damage, and he can even solo dot Thor if you got enough meter to do it. His zoning is also really effective because it does some considerable amount of damage, and you can also use drones as a backup for you to approach with Sentinel. He also got armor on his medium, crouch medium, and launcher, which allows him to challenge most of other characters' attacks, allowing you to get the upper hand. Plus he's got amazing range on his air attacks, which allows him to control really well the space, and in case you land a hit with those air normals, you can use a jumping ass to get a ground bounce, which allows for an easy conversion when you land on the floor. Sentinel also has the best mobility in the game for big body characters. He can cancel his dashes into normals or even into other dashes like wave dashing or blink dashing. He's got double jump, and he can also fly around in the air, which is crazy if you consider that he's got the privilege of big body characters such as high damage with very simple and basic combos plus the armor. he really does have that advantage when it comes to mobility over all the other big bodies. But another reason that makes Sentinel a character that is totally worth learning is the fact that he offers one of the best assists in the game, which is Sentinel Force Charge. It is so strong for aggressive purposes because it's basically 3 projectiles that move slowly towards the opponent, allowing you to get more than one mix-up opportunity every time you call it. Drones also allow you to change your neutral because now you can use moves that normally couldn't be used before because otherwise you would get punished. Moves such as Charging Star from Captain America, Berserker Slash from Wolverine, Gamma Charge from Hulk, or even Rocket Punch from Nova. All of these attacks, if blocked, they tended to cause you to get punished, but if you got Sentinel drones to cover you, the opponent will have to respect you because the drones are incoming. If they try to challenge you, drones will hit, you get a full combo. If they respect and block the drones, you still have the momentum for yourself to keep pressuring your opponent. Not to mention that this assist can be used for character combo extensions. Many characters in the game can use it, and for many situations you can use it to get double supers. Because of how slowly it travels, you have time to perform one super, and once that super is over, drones will be hitting the opponent so that you can do another one. It's just an amazing assist overall. Considering the fact that he offers a universal assist that most of the cats can use and get great benefits from it, which means that you can place him in most of your teams and make it work properly, plus the fact that it takes so little time and so little effort to learn the character and everything about him can be effective, I think it would be a waste not to learn him. To be honest, I do believe that Nova or Dante, for example, are better options than Sentinel, but again, I put him in 3rd place because it's so easy to learn him that it's just a waste not to do it. I do coaching for UMVC3. In case you're interested in getting coached by me personally, be sure to check out my Discord server. The link is in the description. Enter my Discord server and send me a message on private about it. Number 2. Virgil. Virgil is no doubt the easiest out of the best characters in the game to learn. His combos are not too demanding on execution and have the possibility of doing solo tots as long as you have bar to keep them going. They can also build a ton of meter if you have assist to extend it, and his gameplay is also really simple to implement. You can just abuse his normals that have a ton of range and priority. You have access to teleports that you can use assist to cover, or even just go and use your round trip. It's basically an auto assist that Virgil can use to allow you to get combos that hit people. You have Rapid Slash that can allow you to cross people. You can simply Helmet Breaker, which is a really fast way to catch people when they're trying to pressure you. But one of the most broken resources that I have to mention here that makes Virgil so good is the Summon Swords. This resource alone is responsible for, number 1, allowing Virgil to get solo tots on any character in the game, because as long as you got meter to go into swords, you can keep the combo going with Virgil and do tons of damage on your opponent. Number 2, taking over neutral and stopping whatever momentum your opponent had while starting Virgil's own momentum by simply having swords around him, protecting from pretty much anything that the opponent can do and allowing him to attack and move in while the opponent has to respect it. And number 3, making him one of the best options for you to DHC into, because in case you're having any trouble with your character, you can simply bring in Virgil with swords, and again the whole neutral will turn around in your favor. Or in case you're doing a combo and you need that extra damage to get the KO, you can bring in Virgil with swords and do the full damage of swords plus all the sequence that Virgil can do while swords are active. If the character you're using doesn't use wall bounce or ground bounce for their combos, Virgil can also take advantage of that after the swords are over, allowing him to do extra damage and build even more bar. That alone would be good enough reason for you to place Virgil in pretty much any of the teams that you have, but he also offers Rapid Slash, which is a great assist that can be used for most people in the cast for combo extensions or for at least pressure purposes or to push people away in case you need more space. You can also DHC into Devil Trigger safely in case you want to DHC out and not necessarily go into swords. He gets a tremendous boost from X Factor, so he's definitely one of the best characters for you to use as your anchor, since he can pretty much deal with entire teams by himself, or again put him on mid position in case you want to take advantage of his DHC into swords for damage, or X Factor level 2, which already grants him so much benefits to the point where he can still do a lot of work there, or even use him on point with other characters to back him up to make his neutral game even stronger with the teleports, or even get better combo extensions to build more bar and to do more damage without necessarily having to use the X Factor. With that said, Virgil is simply the whole package when it comes to a character that you must learn in the game. He can deal with any character in any situation as long as you know how to use the character properly and have the resources to do so. He can be placed into any position you want and still play effectively. Most of the cast can have him in the team and benefit from his assists, and it's mainly from his DHC into swords, either to tag your character out or to deal extra damage after the first character super, and he's not hard at all to learn. So again, every single one of the reasons why you should learn a character, Virgil has it all. So please, if you play Marvel 3, give a chance for Virgil, you're not going to regret it. If you enjoy this type of video and you'd like to support my work, be sure to scan the QR code that is on screen right now, or you can find the link for this QR code in the description as well. This is going to take you to my tipping page, and any value that you can contribute to my work will be really appreciated and of course motivate me to keep doing more videos like this. Number 1. Dr. Doom. Whenever someone asks, hey, how could I put in my team or combine them with these two characters to make the team better? The answer is 100% of the times Dr. Doom. He has synergy with literally everyone in the cast, and to be honest, you can simply add him wherever you want because he offers you everything that you could wish for. To start off, all of his 3 assists are great, and you could consider all of them one of the best in the game. Hidden Missiles is the best in my opinion, and it's very similar to Jam Session in the fact that it simply helps you for everything. You can use it for combo extensions for most of the cast, and for most of the cast it can be one of the best assists for the combo extensions. You have the possibility of using for aggression in case you want to go in and pressure. You have the possibility of using for defensive purposes, call it, and then the missiles can save you in case you get hit or the opponent finds a way to heavy birthday you. The missiles are always going to come down as long as the missile is out. Even if Dr. Doom gets hit in the process, the missiles continue to be active. It follows the opponent wherever he goes. Even if he is in super jump height, the missiles will get him there, so in case you don't really have good anti-air options, the hidden missiles can be a fantastic assist for that. It OTGs the opponent, so at the end of the day, everything you could wish for in an assist, hidden missiles provide. Now if you're more aggressive, you can also go for the Plasma Beam, which is one of the best beam assists in the game and one of the best to cover your approach. It comes out fast, provides a good amount of hit stun, can be implemented in your combos as well, and many of the more aggressive characters in the game love this assist. And of course, if you're more defensive, you can always count on Rock's assist. It literally provides a shield around Dr. Doom's body, so if you call the assist close to you, it's gonna cover all surroundings, and it's pretty hard for the opponent to try and get there and break through that defense. Most of the time what's gonna happen is they're gonna get caught by Rocks, and you even might get a full combo out of it. Not to mention that after he stops spinning the rocks move towards the opponent, so it can also work as a projectile after the first part of the assist happens, so this assist is also really strong. Not only does he provide 3 of the best assists in the game for you to choose depending on your team and your game style, but you also have amazing options to DHC out safely with Dr. Doom, to do some considerable amount of damage for most of the cast when you DHC in for the damage. One of the easiest and more reliable tag infinites in the game, mid-scream and in the corner, and of course one of the best characters, if not the most versatile one, for hard tag combos. Because Dr. Doom's damage scaling is not high, he can do a lot of damage even when the combo is scaled to the maximum. And of course, because he got access to easy OTGs with his standing medium and standing H, most of the cast can find a way to hard tag into him and get some insane amount of damage after they've already done a full combo or before the combo starts. Like let's say you get a grab and you find a way to bring in Dr. Doom before you actually started to do a full combo. You can do like 2 or even 3 of his loop repetitions and do a lot more damage and build a lot more bar than you would if you kept the combo with the point character. But Dr. Doom is not here on this list only because of what he offers for other characters. He's also here because of what he offers you when he is on screen as well. Dr. Doom has all the resources necessary to be played in whatever way you want. If you like to be more aggressive, you can. He's got great tools for that. He's got fantastic movement to go in, such as his air dash and his flight. Not to mention his food types that can also move Dr. Doom down or forward depending on the food type version that you use. And of course the priority that he has on those food types allow you to simply abuse that, because in case you hit the opponent it's a full combo for you. It tends to beat most of other characters' normals, even special moves depending on the situation, and it also allows him to convert in most of the cases because of the time that the opponent stays stunned by the food types. Every single one of his normals also has a ton of hit stuns, such as his jumping light, his jumping medium, which is not only good for conversions but also for starting combos. It can easily cross people as well, allowing you to hit opponent in unexpected ways. You got the gun also in the air that you can use from far away, and if you hit the opponent, especially in the air, you have time to get a dash into a tri-dash and stuff like that to convert the combo while the opponent is still falling down. You got a lot of hit stun as well in his grounded normals, allowing you to convert in case you hit the opponent in the air. You have the hard kick, which is an option select. That move comes out really quickly, and it can catch the opponent even if he is jumping. But if the opponent stays on the ground while you're doing that and you're really close to him, you get a grab instead. And Dr. Doom also has this priority of being able to convert out of any of his grabs, independently if it's on the floor, independently if it's in the air. If he gets a grab, he can get a full combo, and because again his damage is fantastic and his killing is so low, you can do a ton of damage independently of which conversion you get with Doom. He's definitely one of the best characters in the game for dealing damage. He can easily solo taunt anybody in the cast, including Thor. You can apply his level 3 at the end of his combos easily without having to worry much, because all you gotta do is using the OTG to stab the opponent into the level 3. He can do a lot of damage even with a level 1. He's the type of character that can surpass 900k mark by using just one bar. And he can also use 2 supers to level 1s in the same combo. In case Dr. Doom is alone and you have the hidden missiles extension in the corner, you can use 2 supers as well in case you need to. So there's a lot going on for Doom when it comes to damage, honestly. But the damage of Dr. Doom doesn't come only from his combos, because he has the potential for zoning as well. He's got great tools such as the Plasma Beam, one of the best beams in the game that does a ton of damage in case it hits the opponent and in case they block as well, because the chip damage really adds up. You got the finger lasers that can be used in the ground or in the air, and it's pretty tough for the opponent to avoid all of them because they spread apart, and usually you're gonna get hit by at least one of them, and those will keep adding up, especially if the player likes to play in that stupid broken way where you super jump to the top of the screen and then you fly and you keep doing finger lasers there. It's almost impossible to avoid them all. It's kind of hard to see where you are and where the finger lasers are coming from, so you can cheat people out like that or even get them if they try to punish you, so that is a great way to zone as well. You can throw out some hidden missiles once in a while that can help in the zoning, and of course you have again the gun in the air with the jump in H. That also adds cheap damage in case your opponent blocks. Not only does it lead to full combos, in case you can catch people in the air and you're moving in, but you can also use that while you're moving out to force the opponent to block, get some cheap, and while they're blocking you can, like, let's say, land into a Plasma Beam or something that can do some massive damage as zoning. And again, catching Dr. Doom can be really complicated if you know how to use his zoning tools properly. Because of all that I just mentioned, Dr. Doom can simply be put in any position you want and still work really well. If you want to use him on point, you can. Having 2 assists to back him up can be great, even though I think it's a waste of his potential as a support character. You can, and it's still gonna work. If you want to put him on the mid position, it's fantastic. You're gonna be abusing everything he offers as an assist, as a DHC character, as a hard tag option, and of course, if you want to put him on anchor, you're gonna get those benefits for your other 2 characters as well, but you're also gonna have the X Factor, which boosts Dr. Doom quite a lot. And to be honest, he does have an insane potential for comebacks as well, so anywhere you want to put Doom, you can. And on top of that all, Dr. Doom doesn't really require a lot of execution or time to be learned. Out of all the options that I gave you today, I do believe that Dr. Doom is the hardest after Dante. Yes, he's not going to be super easy for a beginner. You're going to have to get used to the air dash cancels to get his combos, especially mid-scream, and in order to move around with Dr. Doom. But after you get through that, which is not too hard to be honest, you should be able to play Dr. Doom effortlessly. He doesn't really require much after you get used to him. It's going to be easy to convert, it's going to be easy to combo, it's going to be easy to zone, and at the end, I mean, it's totally worth it, totally compensates the time you spend on learning him, because again, you get so much, and you can simply put him anywhere you want after you learn him. Any team you want to create, independently if it's casual, independently if it's a top team to win tournaments, you can just put Doom there and he's good to go. And all you gotta do is learn a little bit more of his movement with the tri-dashing, with the air dash cancels for the combos, and that's it. Everything else is really easy. Similar to Senno, he doesn't really require difficult inputs. Most of his inputs are just Hadouken for his zoning, for his movement, and that's it. After you learn the movement with Doom, you're good to go, and you're gonna have one of the best characters in the game at your disposal for literally any team you want to make. Hey you! When I get my coaching? Want a requested scene for me to play in videos? Check out the description for all the links. On my Discord server, you can send me a direct message about the coaching and be a part of our amazing community. On Patreon, you get to request teams for me to play in videos and support my work big time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, cause I stream there too. E se você for brasileiro, você pode pedir times através das assinaturas do LivePix. Cada uma delas está disponível aqui na descrição. If you enjoyed today's video, you're probably gonna enjoy this one or this playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you later!